Center here at the Wegmans LPGA Championship. It is a great pleasure to have the four players sitting on this stage. Full disclosure about why this press conference was created is obviously to talk about this week's event, but also to talk about the history of this championship and the folks in Rochester and what it's meant to the LPGA and these players. So I think we have an all-star cast here with Juli Inkster, Davies, Paula Creamer, and Karrie Webb. We'll take plenty of questions. But I want to get some thoughts, first of all, on this week's venue and this golf course specifically before we talk about past and history and memories. So, Juli, let's start with you. What are your thoughts on Monroe?
It's a great golf course. I love the way it looks off the tee. The greens are rolling very nice. Great bunkering. Some of the bunkers you can't see off the tee. I kind of know where they're at. It's playing very long. Or I'm getting very short, one or the other. But I think it's a great venue. I think the crowds are going to be fantastic this week. And, I don't know why we've been here for a while. It's kind of nice. It's a nice golf course.
Good to be here.
Yeah.
Laura, your thoughts?
Yeah, same as Juli. Really nice on the eye of the tee. I mean, I don't think we'll left to right, and that sets up for virtually every hole out here, which is nice to me. I think you've got to be pretty long because the fairways, the way they are at the moment, is pretty wet for on the rain over the last couple of days. But yeah, nice shot. The par threes, I think, are going to play a big part because they're not only long, but if you miss the greens, you're going to have some real problems. So I think the par threes, as well as the course being long, is going to sort the winner out, I think.
Paula, some folks have talked about second shot golf course, and your name was mentioned as somebody that would suit quite well. Hybrids being potentially a club of choice on some holes. What are your thoughts after a couple of days here?
I think that some of the holes aren't quite set up to be the way that they should be intentionally played. Ridges and things. I think 18 is a heck of a finishing hole, pretty long. When you're hitting woods into that green, which is that false front, is difficult. But I think it's a really good test of golf on the par threes. It's probably the hardest par threes on the 18 that we played. I think all year. The rough is thick around the greens. Fairways are very generous. It's playing long.
Karrie, what's your take on Monroe Golf Club?
I actually think this is one of the best courses I've played in a long time. I played Monday evening, and obviously I'd say that the setup was for how the course played Monday evening. It was dry and running and just in beautiful shape, but actually the course has held the water really well. I mean, we're not getting any roll off the tee, but there's not an ounce of casual water out there today. I think it's obviously a very well maintained golf course. I love the green complexes, very true on the rough green complexes, and it is a second shot course, and with the rough around the greens this week, trying to hit as many greens as possible will be key.
There's been a lot of talk since it was announced that the LPGA was moving away from this fine community about the LPGA leaving. So we thought we'd talk about that and talk about some of the memories that you all have had. I think the theme for the LPGA is not goodbye this week, but thank you, and everybody realizes what a special place this is. So with that, I want to kind of get some thoughts from you all about that and your time here and what perhaps you'll miss most or some of the memories that you have. So why don't I kind of work my way back this way, and then we'll take some questions. We've got microphones out there. Karrie, start with you. What stands out? I know you've had a great history here.
Yeah, obviously I've won at Rochester a couple of times, and for me my first impression here when the first year I played was obviously the fan base and the crowd. I think we have a more loyal fan base out there, and even playing this week, a lot of the people saying that they're sad to see us leave, and obviously we are too. I find it hard to believe that we could have such a great relationship with the community as we do here in Rochester that we won't be back here at some point. I really believe that the love affair between us and Rochester community could continue. I think there'd be interest for that. The Rochester community has given us a lot over the years, but I feel like we've given back a lot by the entertainment we've provided, but also the charity money that we've raised for the local community. So hopefully, it's goodbye for now, but hopefully we'll be back.
There are a lot of memories posted around the golf course, just like a gallery and all that sort of stuff. I was talking with the tournament director, Linda Hampton, today, Paula, and she said, Paula Creamer, I mean, this is as close to a second home as you could find for any player on this tour, because you kind of grew up with this whole place. Could you share some thoughts on that and what it's meant to you?
Oh, man. Just everything that Wegmans has done, I got a sponsor exemption for this event when I was 16 years old, and I was joking, I've had the same security guard since I was 16 to now 28, and, there's all the memories with my grandfather and my family coming out to watch. There's just been so supportive of, not only just my golf, but women's golf in general, and I have made so many friends. I mean, I have a lot of people that have come from this event that came to my grandfather's memorial a couple of years ago, and that just truly, means so much to me. But I learned how to drive a car, here. Now I'm getting married. It's crazy to think 12 years. But, like what you said, this has been, there's no way we're not going to have another event back here. It's just the way that you think of Rochester, you think of women's golf and the fans, and they've always been supportive no matter what, and they continue to do that. And, playing out here, you constantly hear, we're starting to see leads, but, it's not about that. I mean, 38 years is a long time, and everybody should be very proud of what they've done for women's golf here in this area.
Laura, you look up there with the list of champions, and it's hardly a who's that, it's a who's who, and your image is up there as well. What does this event mean to you?
Yeah, I mean, I think I was trying to work out last night. I think I've played 26 of the 28 years I've been on tour. So this is a golf course that I have loads of skills when we play there, and obviously now who's here. It's another great venue. But I think it was the golf said, the galleries, I think, is the major championships, maybe the US Open, sometimes the British Open, depending on where we are, you get bigger galleries. But I think the Rochester and local hills, the local hills galleries have been amazing, and on the first tee to the 18th green, there's usually a pretty good number of people and walking the fairways with us, and they're very enthusiastic, and I think we'll miss that, and I think as they both said, I find it hard to believe we won't come back here and play a tournament in this area again, hopefully in the near future, because I think everyone loves coming back here.
If you've got questions, let's get some hands up, and we'll get microphones. Could be on any topic. I'll get some thoughts here from Juli before we take our first questions. Get a mic right up here in the front. Juli, what's your take on this community and whatever it means?
Basically what they all said. I mean, I love the fans. I mean, coming out in the first fairway, there were 3, 4, 5 deep. I started when I was kind of, just driving in here where you see the $10 parking signs. I think when I first started, it was like, maybe $2 just to park on. yeah, maybe 50 cents. I'm not even sure. But basically now it's probably up to $10 on a practice round. So, that was kind of funny. I really remember $2. So that's how long I've been out there.
Maybe you think it'll be tough to play 4 rounds without, kind of putting those emotions aside of history and memories and all that sort of stuff? Will the focus on golf be difficult this week?
No, right. I think the focus is always on golf. I just think, for us and the community, it's just, the love affair. I mean, we knew when we came to Rochester and also Corning, that, most people from Rochester drove down to Corning and to watch us play. So, I just think the area, we've grown up together, we've started this thing together, and they take a real interest in who you are and what you do and how you play. They're very golf knowledgeable, and, like you said, hopefully it's not goodbye, it's just a short time, and we'll get back there.
Let's take some questions right here in the front.
Deputy Veronica with the Rochester newspaper. In what ways is this course different and maybe more difficult than what was done?
Specific to which player? Any of them?
Let's start with
Driving.
Rochester.
I thought I was driving down a one-way street, yeah, and I never did it. But
At least that's the thing.
off the tee, I think it's a lot more generous. I mean, it's a totally different golf course. I'm not saying any bad, but look, it's a country club, and it kind of winds up, winds back, winds up. I mean, here, you got different dog legs, you got dog leg right, you got dog leg left, you got short holes, you got long holes, green set up, green. it's just you're hitting a lot